हेलो नमस्ते ग्रिटिङ्स यहाँहरू सबैलाई हाम्रो युट्युब च्यानलमा स्वागत छ। हाम्रो युट्युब च्यानलमा विभिन्न शैक्षिक सामग्रीहरू हामीले पस्किने जमको गरिरहेका छौँ। सकेसम्म यहाँहरूलाई लाभदायक हुने खालका शैक्षिक सामग्रीहरू हामी पस्किने जमकोमा छौँ। हाम्रो युट्युब च्यानललाई उत्प्रेरित गर्नको लागि यहाँहरूले हाम्रो युट्युब च्यानललाई सब्स्क्राइब, लाइक र सेयर गरिदिनु होला। थ्याङ्क यू। Okay. Hello, greetings everyone. It's me Chandra Karke. I'm basically an English teacher, and I'm here to take a common class for students of class 9, 10, and SEE. Dear students, okay, we have lots of wonderful things to learn. We have many things to share. We have many things to learn. And today, particularly, I am gonna teach you all about story writing. So, how is story writing made possible, and why is it important? So, story writing is a kind of skill in writing, and it has a certain formulaic structure to compose a beautiful story, a readable story that can aid us 5 marks. So this is a question for the students of class 9, 10 and SEE, basically for 5 marks. So it's a probable question, dear boys and girls, dear students, this is a probable question to be asked in the examination for 5 marks. The first thing that you have to remember, that you have to keep in your mind, a fact that you have to keep in your mind is this writing should have a certain limit. It's not comprehensive writing, it's a minor writing, so it should have a certain limit. And dear boys and girls, make sure of your writing in between 80 to 100 words. So less than this may not be a balanced writing, so make sure that your writing should have 80 to 100 words. 80 may be minimum one, maximum you can exceed up to 100, and it may be a balanced writing. Okay. So how is story composed? How is story? I mean, in the story, okay, in the question, in the examination, a kind of rectangular box is given. A kind of rectangular box is given, and inside the rectangular box, you can see some of the broken parts of the story. You can see some of the broken parts of the story. These broken parts of the story which can tell us all about the subject matter of the story as outlines or hints. Outlines or hints. The given structures within the rectangular box can be called outlines or hints. After reading these outlines, you can make sure what the story is about. So go thoroughly the given. The first thing that you have to remember, the first thing that you have to keep in your mind, the first fact that everyone has to follow is reading the given outlines once or twice. So make sure of reading the given outlines once or twice so that we can get what the story is about. What is the subject matter of the story? Only after learning the subject matter of the story, we can compose the story in an accurate way. So, firstly, do not hurry and do not worry. No hurry, no worry. Firstly, read the given outlines once or twice. Read the given outlines once or twice so that you can catch the real subject matter of the story. So, read the given outlines or go thoroughly the given outlines once or twice or repeatedly in order to perceive the subject matter of the story. Only after learning the subject matter of the story, only after perceiving the subject matter of the story, you can be sure what is the story about, and you can write accurately. So the first formulaic structure that everyone has to follow in course of writing a story is going thoroughly the given outlines in a rectangular box, so that we can have actual subject matter in the mind. Second one. The second thing is, okay, starting. Now we can start writing a story, but a story is incomplete without title or heading. So a title is compulsory or a heading is compulsory. So the second formulaic structure that one has to keep in the mind is writing a title or a heading. Without title or heading, a story is incomplete. So make sure of supplying the story a suitable title or a heading, possibly all caps. Possibly all caps. If not, at least initials should be caps. And it should be written at the beginning or at the end. It should be written in the center with 2 or 3 words. With 2 or 3 words. So the title, what is the subject matter of the story? So should be the title, and the title should be possibly in all caps. So the first thing that you start writing a story is the title or heading, and it should be based on the subject matter. It should be based on subject matter, and if possible, let's try all caps. If not, at least initials should be caps. Okay, second one. The story that we are going to compose in our course is fable. Fable is a traditional story. Fable is a traditional or fictitious story or an imaginative story. So the story that we are going to compose in our course is a fable or a traditional story or ancient story. So this story cannot be written in modern ways. So it should be composed in traditional pattern. In a traditional ways, it should be starting. Okay, you can start writing the story with once upon a time, or many years ago, many years ago, or long ago, or several years ago, or long ago, or once. So let's try starting this story. Let's try starting this story in a traditional pattern, in a traditional way, in a traditional manner. So these words may be the starting one. These words may be the starting words, so that some kind of traditional pattern can be reflected. So that some kind of traditional pattern can be reflected. So, dear boys and girls, dear students, make sure of starting a story in a traditional way, in a very traditional pattern, with one of the following. You can start writing a story with once upon a time, or many years ago, long ago, several years ago, long ago, once. It all reflect the traditional pattern. So start writing this story in this olden pattern or traditional pattern. Okay, this is the third one. After this, okay, single paragraph writing is also okay. A couple of paragraph is also okay. So dear boys and girls, make sure of single paragraph or couple of paragraph. Single one is also okay. Multiple paragraph is also okay. If multiple paragraph is there, then the beginning part of the story and the central part of the story or the middle part of the story should be the first paragraph. Okay, if multiple paragraph is what we are going to compose, then beginning part of the story and the central part of the story should be the first paragraph. Should be the first paragraph, and last one is last or conclusion. Conclusion should be involved, should be noted in the second or last paragraph. So basically, the first paragraph is longer one, basically bigger one, and the short one, second one is the short one. So we may compose a single paragraph or we may go to multiple paragraph. Okay, now we have almost come to second last point. Okay, the given outlines may be in present tense. The given outlines may be in present tense, but for story, present tense is never ever okay. Present tense may not be okay or is not okay for this kind of writing. So go with past structures. So whenever you start writing a story, whenever you start developing a story, whenever you start making a readable story, definitely past structures are compulsory. So the given structures may be in present tense, the given outlines may be in present tense, but present tense is never ever okay whenever we change the same outlines into a story. So past structures are compulsory. So change the present tense into past whenever we start developing a story. Whenever you start developing a story. So present tense is never ever okay while writing a story. Okay, in outlines generally present tense is given. So the given present structures should be changed into past structures and adding somewhere subject, somewhere verb, somewhere object. You can develop a suitable story, you can develop a proper story, a readable story, right? The given outlines can be properly utilized, the given outlines can be properly placed, and somewhere subject can be placed, somewhere object can be placed, and using the past structures of verb, now you can complete writing the story. Now you can complete writing the story. So story is meant generally the structure, application of the structures of past. So using the past tense, now you have completed, suppose you have completed writing a story. Finally, at the end, after completing the story, after completing a beautiful story, readable story, you need to draw a moral. Because every fable has a specialty of a moral. A moral is compulsory to get from this kind of writing. So, what moral did you get? That is very much important because for moral as well, 0.5 mark is allocated. For heading, 0.5 mark is allocated. So, it's also important one. So, without this as well, story is not complete. So, finally, at the end or finally, you need to have a moral. You need to mention a moral. What moral you have got? And basically, moral should be in the form of English proverb. Basically, English proverb. Some of the English proverb can be used to draw a moral, such as tit for tat, maybe okay. Tit for tat, maybe okay. Okay, next one, okay. No pain, no gain, no gain. Or you can write, okay, as you sow, so shall you reap. Okay, or some others moral according to the subject matters of the story. Some others, okay, even if moral is not possible, any vertical sentence, complete sentence is okay. Even a complete sentence is also okay. But the English grammarians and experts believe moral to be written in the form of English proverb. So, if possible, let's try with an English proverb. If not possible, any complete sentence or meaningful sentence is okay. So with this one, the complete writing of story can be done. So the outlines are given, the outlines can be read, and we can start writing a story by applying the structures or formulae that I have taught you right now. And for this way, we can practice the story, and the story can be wireless 5 marks. This is what is the structure, this is what is the way, this is what is the manner, this is what is the formulaic form of writing a story for 5 marks. So after reading this, I have a wish, I have a request to you all, how you like our video. Okay, share us, comment us, and try to encourage us for betterment in our performance in the days to come. Thank you and have a good time. Stay safe, stay alert, and stay home. Thank you. What?